How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul TCG, and welcome to yet another ShinyLocke live stream here on Route 103 in good old Hoenn, located just north of Johto and just south of Kanto. Don't ask me how that works, it's just a fact. Look it up if you don't believe me. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started and hope that my internet doesn't crap out, or even worse, that my electricity doesn't go out, because that's already happened 3 times during this hurricane. Each time it was just a flicker, off and on in less than a second, but could happen, and if it does, bye-bye live stream. Anyway, we got some things to get out of the way. First of all, the music in the background is by GlitchX City. A link to her stream, a link to her channels in the stream description. Also, remember to pledge me on TAD if you have not yet already today. Every little bit helps, and last week I did not get that much off of TAD. So, please consider downloading TAD and using it today if you have not yet already. And also, as you can see in that top left corner, our current donation goal is for an i7 processor for my brand new gaming PC. We are already $139 towards our $300 goal. That's absolutely amazing. Almost all of that was raised just last stream alone, which is absolutely awesome. I can't believe that. That's awesome, guys. And also, I have a Team B-Rush t-shirt to on the market right now for you guys to buy if you so wish. A link is not in the description for that, but it is in the description of my video from today. So if you have not yet seen my video today, there you go. Also, I recommend you watch the video today anyway. It was really, really funny. I loved it. No, I did not get the Primarina plush. I decided that new computer parts was more important, considering I almost lost this one a few days ago due to me being pretty stupid and deleting the processor driver. Anyway, and also, what's wrong with my audio? People keep saying my audio sounds horrible now. It sounds way better than my last one, I'll tell you that. Anyway, so, we are over 40% higher than odds here on Route 103. So realistically, we should expect one of these to shine any minute now. Any minute now. I think I'm going to go up all the way to 6,200 encounters today, and hope that we get a shiny and sometime during all of that. So yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what's going on. We have 76 people watching right now. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoy. And for those of you who don't know, a ShinyLocke is this. The game is just a regular copy of Pokemon OmegaRuby that I'm playing on a 3DS. It has not been altered in any way. The rules are self-imposed. Only I am in charge of them. And the rules are this. 1. I can only catch and use shiny Pokemon throughout the lock. 2. I cannot progress in the game until I catch a shiny on the current route. That means I cannot go to Route 104 until I catch a shiny here on Route 103. I hope that makes sense. Did I get the Nintendo Switch? Lars, I can't tell if you're joking or not. I'm going to guess that you're joking and that you watched my channel enough to know that yes, I have the Switch and a complete library of it, which is actually not true anymore. I'm missing 2 Switch games now. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which just came out today, and I can't get a copy of because my Best Buy is kind of underwater. And the second is Monster Hunter Double Cross, which came out in Japan last week, and it can't reach me because it needs to go through the Houston airport, which is also underwater. So I am 2 Switch games short right now. So yeah, kind of unfortunate there, but I have everything else. September and October are going to be nightmares. I think October has something like 25 games to get. It's ridiculous. Anyway, how am I not underwater? Because my house is 100 feet up above the creek. It would have to flood 100 feet in order to reach me. I'm more than fine. So yeah, don't worry about me, guys. Seriously, there's plenty more people to worry about than me. In fact, I've actually gotten a bit of criticism from my friends when I said, hey, guys, Houston, we we're a city that's built to flood. We take care of ourselves. We've had hardly any deaths. Everyone's been pretty smart. No one's actually lost that many of their belongings if they knew how to handle it. Focus on other things, like I made the point. Flint, Michigan, they still don't have clean water. It's been years since that thing was exposed, and they're still working on it. Focus on that. That's a bigger water problem than Houston. We lost some property, but that's basically it. We can recover. They still have to buy bottled water just to drink. That's not okay. And I had a bunch of people like, hey, how dare you? We're kind of in the middle of a hurricane right now. Focus on this. And I'm like, well, this isn't affecting me. So I know it is affecting plenty of other people. I'm not trying to deny that. But this is not as big of a problem as other things going on in the world right now. The fact that I'm streaming to you in the middle of one of the biggest hurricanes we've ever seen tells you how little this actually has affected me. Do I play CCG? No, not anymore. I used to. I had horrible luck, though. Like, I'll give you an example. I played States. Oh, we're up to 100 viewers, guys. Thanks so much. I played the state championships in Nebraska in 2014, I think. 14. I'm going to go with 14. I played a Verizian Genesect deck. And just to give you an idea of how bad my luck was that day, my very first round, 3 of my Verizians and 1 of my Genesects were all prized. So that's my typical luck when I play TCG. How do you pledge money on TAD? No. TAD is 100% free. You just download the app to your phone, watch ads all the way up until you hit 500 points, and then pledge those points to me, and I get the money from those ads. It's free. So that's how TAD works. How do I feel about the new DuckTales? I love it. I really do. I loved DuckTales way back in the 90s. Pink, I just explained it, because horrible luck. I love DuckTales in the 90s. I love Disney Afternoon. Everything. You know, DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, Goof Troop. You name it, I loved it. So it's great to see Disney bringing that stuff back now. It is new. It's not... it is a full-blown reboot. They're not even trying to pretend the other one exists. But it captures the feel of the other one, and that's what I love about it. Is it does feel just as much like DuckTales as the other one did. Do I have Sonic Mania? Yes, I do. I don't play the TCG anymore because I've always had horrible luck with it, and I just don't have the money to invest in all the big cards these days. Plus, I kind of didn't like how Pokemon treated us during Worlds last year as spectators, so yeah, whatever. Later, Davin. Thanks for being in here. Have I played the Pokken Tournament DX logo? Well, it's DX, not GX, for one. And for two, no, I haven't, because I played Pokken Tournament on the Wii U, and I can't imagine the Switch version being any different in terms of gameplay. And I'm going to get the game anyway, so I just don't see the point in wasting up my SD card space with the demo. Oh, that's okay, Sagasi. Hope that goes well for you. How do I feel about blueberries? I love blueberries. Are you kidding me? I love blueberries so much. Have I thought about trying Roblox? Nope. Thought hasn't even crossed my mind. Do I think Mario plus Rabbids is worth getting? I've never played it, so I honestly am not the person that you should ask about it. Most of the reviews I've read about it say it's a good game, but I just don't know personally because I haven't played it. No, I don't have the shiny charm. Technically, like, the game just started. This is only the 3rd route. So, no, I don't have the shiny charm. You can't get the shiny charm in this game until after you've beaten the Elite Four. Have I thought about playing Minecraft? Thoughts crossed my mind on that. I do have Minecraft Story Mode for the Switch, but I haven't played it. You're calling the shiny of 5927. I guess we'll see. Could I please play Sonic Mania? I'd love to, but it's not really the kind of game that I could make a video on. Streaming-wise, definitely. And once I build a new PC, I should be able to stream it, no problem. I love Sonic Mania so much, seriously. Like, I love the original Sonic games. In fact, I just picked up Sonic the Hedgehog on Genesis last night and played it for about an hour. And it was so fun being able to play Sonic Mania nowadays, and it feels just like the old games. It's so fun, so addicting. I'm at the Hydro Zone, and it's actually very hard as well, but I really do love that game. If you guys love Sonic in the least, then you should get Sonic Mania. And I do recommend you get it on Switch as well, because then you can just take it wherever you want. I took it with me to South Carolina when I went to see the eclipse, and during most of my free time, I did play it. So, seriously, I cannot recommend Sonic Mania enough. Do I know about Nintendo shutting down Miiverse? Yeah, and I already know what my final post is going to be. The day before it shuts down, I'm going to post thanks, Nintendo. How do I feel about Darkrai as a fighter in Pokken Tournament? Well, I don't hate the idea. As long as it's well balanced, I'm all for any Pokemon being in Pokken Tournament. Do I know some people hate the ink brush? Look, you're entitled to like and hate whatever you want in Splatoon. If you hate the ink brush, I want you to keep hating it. That sounded wrong, but you get what I mean. If you hate something, you're not going to hear me try and explain, oh, well, you're just not doing it right or whatever like that. If you just don't like the weapon, then I recommend that you don't use the weapon and you use something else that you like. Seriously. Do whatever you love in a game. I'm never going to tell you otherwise. You want Chikorita in Pokken? That would be fun. I remember the Pokemon I think I was best at was actually Braixen. Skul, want to know a secret? Huh, well, I guess. Sure, go ahead. Well, what if you hate me? Well, then I'd wonder why you're watching my videos. What happens if I don't have a shiny after 6,000? Well, then I just keep going another 6,000 or however long it takes to actually get one. The other Pokemon in my party is a shiny Zigzagoon named Lucky, but it's at level 3, so I don't want to risk putting it out front and accidentally having it get knocked out. Texas has lots of hurricanes. Well, this is the first one we've gotten in like 10 years. And honestly, the one from 10 years ago did worse damage to me than this one is doing. Getting a lot of rain, but that's about it. And rain doesn't really affect me because of the location of where I live. So, yeah, I mean, hurricanes don't affect me. Honestly, the big thing for me to worry about is tornadoes. And tornadoes, like, nothing's really come close enough to me to be worried about. Once in a while, I do have to go to my bathroom and throw a mattress on the, the shower, the tub, the bathtub, and get underneath it. But tornadoes, as far as I know, have never actually come close enough to my house for me to actually, like, worry about it. There's some that came within a few miles, and they did cause damage in other places, but they've never been close enough to my neighborhood for me to see the effects of it. So if I'm more worried about tornadoes, which happen all the time, than this hurricane, which is flooding Houston and has caused like 7 deaths and however many millions of dollars worth of damage, that should just tell you how little it actually does affect me. Honestly, I don't know how I'm going to handle my dead shinies in this game. I might just throw out if they faint their dead claws and just revive them if they faint, because of how long it takes to actually obtain replacement Pokemon if that were to happen. Do I like using chargers in Splatoon 2? I've never really been a fan of the chargers. I know how to use them. I'd like to say I'm kind of okay at them, but I just prefer other weapons. Leave the charging to Kyle. Have I heard of cheese and potato pie? Nope. Never heard of that. Am I going to try Pokemon Sun and Moon? I've already played through both of them. Well, Moon anyway, not Sun. Toast, once you get however many tats you plan on getting, hit the little bar at the bottom of the screen that says Fun Creators, search for my name, hit the plus by it, and confirm. That's how that works. My favorite Zelda game is Breath of the Wild. Have I heard about Pokemon Ultra Sun Ultra? Yes, I've heard of them. And I'm looking forward to them. Honestly, I think at this point I'm looking forward more to them than I was to Sun and Moon at the same point. I don't really know why. Maybe it's because, I don't know, there's more mystery about what the games are actually about. They really spoiled us with Sun and Moon. They gave us information practically every month between announcement and release, and that was just way too much. Did I acquire Sonic Mania? Yes, I have Sonic Mania for Switch. I highly recommend it. Do I like Dust Lycanroc? Yeah, I like it. It looks like a legitimate Lycanroc form. It looks like it could have been in the first game, and I love that. I love that they actually like did that. You're getting DLC for Breath of the Wild tomorrow. Awesome. The first DLC doesn't really have much that I particularly like about the game, but the second one should be awesome. Focusing on the 4 champions, especially Mipha. I love Mipha, but there's also, you know, the 3 others as well, so. B-Rush sweatshirt or continue saving for PS4? Well, you already know what the right decision is. Come on, you know what the decision is. My favorite legendary in any Pokemon game. Latias. My favorite Sun and Moon character, Lily, easily. Like, she's the best character to ever come out of Pokemon anything. Like, I fully plan on getting a Dusk Lycanroc in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I'm going to make it a girl, and I'm going to name it Alu. How many of you actually got that reference? Probably not many of you, I guess. My favorite Pokemon is Helioptile. That's why it's my mascot. Do I hate red or blue? No. I don't hate much of anything, really. What made Helioptile my favorite Pokemon? It's so cute! That's what made it my favorite. When I was younger, did I have a dream job? Yeah, astronaut. For a long time, I really did want to be an astronaut. Sort of fell through. I would still love to visit space someday, and people ask me all the time, if I won the lottery, what would I want to do with it? I would want to buy a ticket to space. That's what I would do, because I love outer space, and I've always wanted to go to outer space. And luckily, we live in a day and age where that might actually be possible. It would be stupid expensive, but it is possible. Plenty of people have already bought tickets to the International Space Station. 2 people bought tickets to go to the moon next year. Don't know who they are yet, but they've already bought the tickets, so it's going to happen. And if you're okay with just going into suborbital flight, be in space for just 5 minutes or so, you can spend just $250,000 and go on Spaceship 2. I mean, that's still a lot of money, but it is actually possible. It is possible for someone like me. If I actually went out of my way, saved up like $2,000 a month for 10 years, I could do it. 10 years, 5 years, whatever. It is possible. So, but it's not very likely, just because of how little I actually earn. That was my dream job. My favorite shiny Pokemon is Zoroark. Yep, still shiny hunting. When am I going to stop the stream? Either when the power goes out, which I hope is never, or when I hit 60 to 100 encounters. So, we still got a good 2 hours or so before I end the stream. Is the Helioptile at my end of my video shiny? No, it's just Zippy. She's a normal female Helioptile. Shiny Helioptile is red. It looks sunburnt. I'm not a fan of that. My favorite Mega Pokemon? Latias. My favorite Wii game? Probably Super Mario Galaxy 2. No, I don't get any notifications, host. The only way I know how many TADs have been pledged to me is, well, whenever I get money from TAD. And just to give you an idea, I think only about 50 people pledged to me last week. Because, yeah, I did not get that much money last week, so, yeah. Basically, when you pledge TADs to me, I'm told how many TADs I get. It's about 1,000 TADs equals $1. So if you do 500 a day, that's 50 cents, which is the most that you can do. And I do recommend that you do as much as you can. I understand if you can't do it every day. I understand if you can't max out in a day. I just really hope that you try your best to do as much as you can. How much is 100 TADs worth? About 10 cents, about a dime. That's why it's so important you do more than that every single day as much as you can. My favorite Splatoon map? Still Moray Towers, I think. Have I ever played Terraria? Nope. Have I played Smash Brothers Brawl? Nope. How am I with the hurricane? Getting a lot of rain, but it's nothing to worry about. There's a lot more people for you to be worried about than me, trust me. Well, I'm planning on, whenever I eventually find a shiny in this game, I'm planning on doing my next shiny hunting in Pokemon Moon, so that's something for you guys to look forward to, hopefully. Well, just remember, you know, no matter how dark the sky is, there's still a blue sky and a shining sun above it all. So even if it's dark out and it's pouring cats and dogs, there's still a blue sky above it. Can I start a series on Pokemon Tournament DX? It depends on if one of my friends get the game as well, because it's always so much more fun and much more entertaining for you guys if I play with someone else than if I play by myself. Do I like making videos? Absolutely. This is the best job I've ever had, so I just, I love making videos. I wouldn't trade this for anything. Yeah, I know there are such things as pet foxes, but they're not domesticated enough at this point to really make for good pets. Like, they can be pets, but they are wild animals still, and they're better suited to be wild. How do you get shinies more easily? There's plenty of shiny hunting guides on YouTube and the rest of the internet that you can look at to get a better idea of how to shiny hunt. Crimson, that's the opposite of the truth, but okay. Well, the way TAD works is actually the way YouTube works. I mean, for every ad you watch here on YouTube, that's about the amount that I would get if you watch the same ad on TAD. So, honestly, that's just how ads work. So that's why it's so important for you to watch as many ads as possible if you want to support me. That's, whatever. My favorite weapon in Splatoon 2, the Splat Dualies. Would I want Helioptile and Smasher Pokken? Absolutely. I want it in both. I want it everywhere. I want it plastered as the new mascot replacing Pikachu. Which isn't going to happen, but I'll take anything that I can get. Can you have my soul? My soul is already claimed by someone else. Sorry. Yeah, Zodiac, I could do that, but I don't think that would be I don't think that that's a good idea. No, Sagasi, I'm afraid I didn't. Kind of looked familiar, but I'm sorry, I just don't know who it was. I liked the pink hair, though. It looks really good with you. When do I post Splatoon content? Well, I do funny moments every Tuesday. Right now I'm doing single player stuff on Mondays and Thursdays, and I do Salmon Run on Saturday, so that's 4 days a week that you can see Splatoon 2 stuff. My favorite shiny legendary is Virizion. My 3 favorite Pokemon are Helioptile, Latias, and Samurott. Yeah, I read that the first time, Darius. But what do you expect me to say out of that? Sorry? I am sorry? Like, I just don't know what to say to that. When is Zippy's birthday? I don't know. What day was Pokemon X and Y released? October 10? That's probably Zippy's birthday. October 12th. That one sounds more accurate. Because I got October 13, maybe? I don't know. I got Helioptile on my second day of playing through X and Y, and it's been there ever since, so yeah. Do I have a schedule for shiny hunting? I don't really. I basically just stream whenever I feel like, which is still 3 or 4 times a week, but yeah, it's mostly just whenever I feel like it. My favorite Pokemon other than Helioptile, Latias. Will I play Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle? I'll get it. I can't get it right now because my Best Buy is under 3 feet of water, but when I do, I'm not exactly sure when. I don't know when I'll get it, and when I do, I don't know when I'll play it. How do I feel about Bug-type Pokemon? Oh, I wish there were more of them, and I wish that they were a bit more powerful. I think they're underappreciated, that's for sure. My favorite Mario game? I don't know. Probably still Super Mario Galaxy 2. What is my preference of doing shoutouts? I don't. What good does shouting out actually get you this day and age? If you were to ask for shoutouts maybe 5 or 6 years ago on YouTube, then it would mean something. Now it doesn't. Do you really think me saying your name out loud will get you more attention? Because it doesn't. No matter how much everyone tries and persuade themselves it actually does make a difference, it doesn't. Do I like the Borderlands series? Never played it, have no opinion. That's probably my opinion on a lot of things you guys ask me of, especially non-Nintendo related. Do I like Splatoon or Splatoon 2 better? Oh, right now, Splatoon, but Splatoon 2 might overtake it after it gets more content, because right now it just doesn't have enough. Already, Manta Maria, like, that's a stage that already has made it a whole lot better than it was before. Yeah, whenever I get the shiny, I will be uploading it to YouTube as a highlight video. Do I like the Dragon Quest series? Never played those either, which is sad because I have Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2, but it's in Japanese, so I can't play it. Well, I can, it's just I don't understand it enough. Do I use motion controls? Yes, I do. I cannot play Splatoon without using motion controls. What am I using to record? This is a modified 3DS with a capture card directly on the video board. It's not cheap, but it does the job, and it displays on my computer screen in real time as a result, so it really does help out a lot. Have I played Fire Emblem Heroes? Nope. Do I like Greninja Shiny? Yeah, I think it looks great. I like the black color on it. Do I like the Legend of Zelda series? Yeah, it's okay. I love Breath of the Wild. I absolutely do love Breath of the Wild. I consider that to be the best game ever made. Well, if you want to donate and you can't donate, then I recommend you just download TAD and support me that way. It's free to you, and I still get money out of it. So, there's that as a really good option. What do I use to record computer games? I use Fraps. It's a program that records gameplay, and yeah. Although I could just, ironically, plug my computer into my second monitor through my Elgato and just capture it that way, but Fraps is a lot more easier. Thoughts on the trailer for new Metroid? I'm looking forward to it. Samus Returns? Yeah, I have that game pre-ordered and everything. I cannot wait to get it. Do I like the new YouTube? Everyone says YouTube looks a little new. It looks exactly the same to me. Although, I will say this. YouTube has been spending the last 6 months making a new UI instead of trying to figure out a way to help content creators keep their jobs. That tells you what their priorities are. So no, in that case, no, I don't like the new UI. I want for them to focus on making this our platform instead of worrying about their bottom line. This is one of the worst jobs to have right now just because we can get basically fired for no reason. There's nothing we can do about it at any time. Why should I be okay with that? Especially for most of us who do nothing wrong. So anyway, what do I think about RIP Miiverse? I didn't use Miiverse much anyway, so it is what it is. Ooh, we got Iris's remix here. Nice. It looks exactly the same for me. The YouTube logo looks a little different, but the rest of YouTube looks the same. Do I have a boss? Nope, I don't really have a boss so much as I have I have a lot of self-imposed rules to try and make sure that I don't get my channel deleted. Oh, awesome, Blind Smoker. Hope you get it soon and that you love wearing it. Favorite starter of all time? Snivy. I've loved it ever since it was first announced, and it's just grown to become my favorite starter ever. It just is so adorable. My least favorite type? Probably Poison. And I know the irony of saying that, considering my very first favorite Pokemon ever was Nidoqueen, which is a Poison type. And also, one of my top 5 right now is still Salazzle, which is also a Poison type. But Poison overall, I just don't like. Does my wife like Pokemon? Yes, and her favorite Pokemon is the Llama God. What was my team for Sun and Moon? Honestly, I don't remember. I know there was a Salazzle in there. I know I picked Primarina as my starter. And oh, I had a Vikavolt as well. But I'm having the hardest time remembering what any of the others were. My least favorite Pokemon game, honestly, this. OmegaRuby Alpha Sapphire are my least favorite Pokemon games. Do I have any Pokemon plushes? Oh yeah, I made plenty of videos with all of them. Skul House Hurricane Katrina. I'm sorry, what? Guys, do you know of a Hurricane Katrina that's going on right now? This is news to me. The last Hurricane Katrina I heard about was in 2005, and it didn't come anywhere close to where I live. Plus, wouldn't they have retired that name after that? So, what? Hurricane Katrina? I'm sorry, I have no clue what you're talking about. The very first game I ever played, to my recollection, was actually a computer game version of Pac-Man. I actually still have a copy of it. The thing is, old computer games don't play on new computers. Windows 95 games don't play on Windows 10. So, yeah. So I need to buy a mouse and keyboard for my old Windows 95. I have a Windows 95 and I have a monitor for it, but I don't have a mouse and keyboard, so I can't plug it in yet. And believe it or not, old mice and keyboards are actually stupid expensive. They're like 10 bucks each. You'd think for archaic technology like that, you can get them for like less than $1 each, but nope, they're pretty expensive for some reason. Do I watch Game of Thrones? Nope, not interested. Well, look, the hurricane that's over my house right now, all I'm getting is rain, and I live on top of a hill. It would have to flood 100 feet to reach me. So don't worry about me in this hurricane. Worry about everyone else. Trust me, they need it. I don't. Z-moves or Mega Evolutions? I don't know. I think they're both pretty awesome. I kind of like how any Pokemon can use a Z-move. That makes it a little more fun. Do I like Star Wars? Do you see my channel? Do you watch my videos? I love Star Wars, absolutely. I'm a member of the 501st Legion. I have screen-accurate Stormtrooper costumes. Yes, I love Star Wars. How early on did I make money off YouTube? Honestly, I didn't even monetize my channel until like mid-2013 or so. Seriously, it was so long after I started my channel. And then I really didn't earn enough to live off of until mid-2014 either, so... yeah, it was several years after I started. My favorite character in Smash Brothers? Well, my main is Yoshi. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Gyms, or Trials. I'm 90% sure they're going to keep up with the Trials in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I think I prefer the Gyms, in all honesty. It was more fun for me. Changing it from Gyms to Trials, I know why they did. I just think that that was one step too far. And as a result, I feel now that Sun and Moon to me feel more like spin-offs than actual core series games, and I think that's one of the reasons why. Let's see, Jahan P. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Please don't post the same thing over and over and over and over. By the time you hear this, I'll know whether... yeah, whatever. Just don't... guys, in general, don't post the same thing over and over. I can see your comments. I see every single post you guys make. It's just I choose which ones to answer. Do I have a pet? I have a pet cat named Alex. You guys really don't watch my videos, do you? Favorite color is green. What music do I listen to? You know, my favorite genre of music is actually film scores. The music that plays in the background whenever you watch a movie, that's the kind of music I love listening to. There's so much great instrumental music that comes out of movies. It's amazing. Do I like horror games? No. I don't like horror genres in general. Bluntly, I don't want that kind of trash in my head as I'm trying to go to sleep. It will affect my thoughts and it'll give me nightmares, and I just don't want to go through that. How do I feel about the Harry Potter franchise? I am completely unexposed to it, so I have no opinion. My favorite rival in the Pokemon games is probably Silver. I really don't know why, but he's the one who felt most like a rival. Gary, or Blue, was a jerk, sure. Silver was actually like, he felt like this is someone you have to beat, because if you don't, it's not gonna end well for you. And then all the rivals after that are mostly friendly rivals, which I'm not a fan of friendly rivals. Like, I prefer, like, you should have a personal vendetta against this person because there are consequences if you lose. Whereas other rivals are like, this is all friendly, it's all good. Win or lose, we're all still friends, which, that's not what rivalry is to me. At least it shouldn't be in a RPG where you literally do have to stop bad guys from destroying the world. Do I like Lugia or Ho-Oh? I like Lugia more, but I like both of them. See, whenever I think of how, I think of this voice that I gave him the first time I did a playthrough! And this is what he sounded like! Then I can't get that voice out of my head. It's so hilarious. And that's what Hao is to me now. He sounds like just this kid who sounds like he's been smoking a pack a day since he was 3. It's just so... I can't take that seriously, and I know that's what I did to him. It's not what he really sounds like, but it just makes it so much more funny. My favorite series that I make, Splatoon Funny Moments is the big one, honestly. Thanks, Lily. No reason to worry about me. I'm perfectly fine. I'm safe. I am where people evacuate to. So don't worry about me. Do I like Gladius? Yeah, she's my second favorite Pokemon. And for, gosh, 6 or 7, 8 years, she was my absolute favorite as well. Probably 8 or 9, actually. I didn't see Pokemon Heroes when it first came out, because it came out in 2003 in theaters that were nowhere close to me, plus I didn't know that at the time anyway. Really, like, I didn't get a chance to thoroughly see the movie and find out more about Latias until probably 2007 or 8. But between that and 2013, she was my favorite, so I guess a good 6 or 7 years. Am I going to do more Mario Kart videos? I'd love to, but it's up to everyone else to make it happen. My favorite Z move is Oceanic Operetta, which is Primarina's signature Z move. Did I play the Pokken Tournament Switch demo? No, I didn't. Because I've already played the Wii U version, and I'm having a hard time believing that the Switch version will play any differently. Sure, it has extra stuff, but I'm sure the mechanics are all exactly the same. So, no, I didn't get the Switch demo. Plus, I'm already going to get the Switch version anyway, so why should I waste SD card space with a demo of a game I already know I'll get, and that I've already played the previous version of? That's my logic with it all. Favorite food? Macaroni and cheese. Well, I stream Splatoon 2. Yeah, that's why I'm saving up for this processor in the top left corner. Honestly, once I save up for that, I'll probably buy all the rest of my PC parts out of pocket. I'm building a gaming PC that'll allow for me to stream Switch games and do all sorts of other stuff as well that this computer is simply not capable of. So that's why I'm saving up for this in particular right now. I already have the motherboard and the cooling fan, and I'm buying the graphics card, otherwise known as the video card, next month or early next month, at the beginning of next month, so probably beginning of next week. And once I get this processor, there's not that much else I'm going to need. I mean, if you want for me to make my next donation goal for the power source, then I could do that, but like everything else that I would need is so inexpensive, it wouldn't be that big of a deal just to buy the rest of it out of pocket. Then I built the PC, which would make it probably 3 or 4 times as powerful as this machinery that I'm using. It would allow for me to stream Switch games, it would allow for me to record it in much higher quality and at probably 60 FPS if I were to upgrade my capture card as well. It would allow for me to record PC games. It would allow for me to stream stuff with better stuff like GIFs and animations and all sorts of stuff. So that's why that's the current donation goal, because I cannot do that right now. And I would really love to. And I'm sure you guys would love to see Splatoon streams, wouldn't you? Yeah, Pikachu Cat. Really, every single design that anyone submitted, I absolutely loved. It was very hard for me to choose a winner. I really don't want the rest of them to go to waste either. I'm saving all of those designs on a folder in my computer just so I can look at them forever, so that they'll always be saved somewhere. My second Pokemon in my party is a shiny Zigzagoon named Lucky, and I can't put it out front because I don't want to risk knocking it out. It's only level 3. Do I do those Pokemon movie vids? Yeah, if they're the ones that you're thinking of, then probably. The song playing right now is Hoenn Dive Theme Remix by GlitchX City. Do I have a job other than YouTube? Nope, this is it. That's why I rely on you guys to help make this my continuing job. That's why I rely on you guys' support. You can start by turning off your ad block when you watch my videos. If you're ready to do that, that's already enough, but otherwise there's plenty of other ways to support the channel. I have a Patreon. I'm associated with TAD, which is 100% free. There's all sorts of ways to support my channel. But simply shutting off your ad block when you watch my videos, that's enough. Do people say I stole my funny moments from Vanoss? Yeah, because he's totally the first one who made funny moments on YouTube. I have had that accusation before. It's completely invalid, though. Ever had vegan cheese? Yeah, I've had vegan cheese. Not the biggest fan. I prefer real cheese, dairy cheese. What are my thoughts on Manta Maria? I love Manta Maria. It's a really good stage. How'd I get involved with TAD? I submitted my application and they said, and they accepted it. Simple as that, really. What map do I want back from Splatoon? Walleye Warehouse. That would be awesome in Splatoon 2. Ow. Can I do a hand reveal? Nope, my hand is a secret. I like to play it close to the chest. If you buy a shirt, does the money go to you? Not all of it, but a little bit of it does. I think I earn maybe $2 or $3 per shirt that sells, something like that. It's not much. Yeah, Jahan P. I get that excuse all the time. Do I remember Port Mackerel? Hard to forget, it's in Splatoon 2. Are you talking about Port Mackerel? Yeah, I remember that. Do I have a brother or sister? I have both. I have a younger sister and a younger brother. Neither of them live in this house, though, so... What's the average shiny encounter? Well, every single Pokemon has an odds of 1 in 4,096 of being a shiny, so we're over 40% above odds. Am I going to do a Mario Rabbids video? I don't know. I think a lot of people have already made a ton of really good Mario Rabbids videos. Plus, I don't have the game. By the time I get it, no one will want to see it anymore. So I don't see the point. Maybe I'll do a stream of it or something. Assuming, of course, I have a working PC by that point. I still need that processor yeah, before I can get a working PC. Do I know the square root of pi? No. Pretty sure the square root of pi could just be written as square root of pi. It's not an exact number. Just like pi's not an exact number. Where did I get my Switch capture card? It's just an Elgato. An Elgato HD capture card. I bought it off eBay in 2014 for my Wii U, and I've been using it for practically everything that has an HDMI cord. In fact, I'm thinking of upgrading it after I get my gaming PC to an Elgato 60. In which case, I'll just sell this one. I don't have a reason to have an older one. Do I prefer Matt Grohl in Splatoon or Splatoon 2? I don't know. I haven't played enough of the Splatoon 2 version to really have an opinion one way or the other of it. Flight or invisibility? I'm going with Team Flight. I've already pledged myself to that. What if it took 10,000 encounters to get a shiny? Well, then I'm over halfway there, so there we go. How to get my shiny Treesh? Don't know. Tree. I don't know what a shiny tree is, but my shiny Trico, I just soft reset the game until it was a shiny. Took about 700 encounters, as I recall. Yep, this is the Glitch X City Lavender Town remix. What's my favorite meme? I'm kind of out of touch with the memes. Actually, no, I know my favorite meme. It's Donald Trump saying you are fake news. I love tweeting that out to people who post fake news. People get mad at me because I actually use it against things that are fake news. It's like, that's not how you're supposed to use it. I'm like, I don't care, it's perfect. You guys are asking for all sorts of interesting reveals, aren't you? Isn't it enough that I simply make entertaining videos for you? Why do you ask for more of me than I can offer? Bank memes. Huh. I wonder what happens if you Google that. My favorite brand of clothes? T-shirt and jeans, I guess. Rate salmon scale on a scale of 1 to 7. Salmon run on a scale of 1 to 7. I can talk. I'd probably give it an 8. It's really, really fun, really addicting, but it gets kind of hard. And if you have one teammate who doesn't do their job, then it can screw it up for everyone else. But as long as everyone works together, it is really, really fun, even if you do lose. Try breeding for a shiny. I'm not at a point in the game where I can, and plus that's against my ShinyLocke rules. I can only catch shinies in certain areas that can be found in those areas. Now, of course, later in the game I'll be able to chain fish and horde hunt and all that stuff, but until then I can only do random encounters, basically. How's my day-to-day? My day-to-day has been so far so good. It's great to see the feedback that the t-shirt design has gotten, and it's great to see all you guys enjoying my video from today as well. Honestly, the fact that you're all here watching my stream, and I know that you're supporting me through TAD as well, not much can get better about this day than all that. Now, the only encounters I can get on this route are Wingull, Poochyena, and Zigzagoon. Ralts is not an option, unfortunately, so whoever wanted a shiny Gardevoir out of this, you're going to have to hope that we get a Ralts on another route. The series is going to take a while? Oh, you betcha. Did Kyle feel dumb after my vid? Yes, period. What's my blood type? I don't remember. Oh, actually, you know what? I have a card in my wallet that says what my blood type is. I'll go ahead and look that up real quick, actually. Because it's good to know. Who's my most recent buyer for the t-shirt? I don't know. It doesn't tell me who buys the shirt. It just tells me how many I sold. Okay, here it is. My American Red Cross card. I'm blood type A positive. Haven't we been on this route forever? Why, yes. Yes, we have. Well, the funny thing about blood types is, depending on your type, you can either, if you do match someone else, that could actually be a bad thing. With A positive, I'm pretty sure it's fine, but there's some, especially most of the negatives, I think. If I remember right, it's been a while since I took that particular science course, but if I recall correctly, most of the negatives you actually can't transfer between each other. I believe the universal donor is O negative and universal receiver is A positive, which means A positive, yeah, you can, no matter what the blood type, it can receive it, no problem. O negative is the universal donor. No matter who it's going to, it'll work. And then there's, you know, all the A's, the B's, the O's, and the AB's. It really just depends on the blood type. Some are compatible, some aren't. So that's why it's important to know what your blood type is, or at least to have identification on you, so that if you need blood, doctors will be able to look at that and see, okay, we need this type of blood to get into you. AB positive is universal receiver. Okay, there you go. Wait, AB is donor. Oh, whatever, okay? It's been so long since I've taken that science course, I don't remember. Point is, doctors know, so it's important for you to at least know what your blood type is, so that you can tell them, or they can find the information on you, so that if you need blood, they know how to treat you. Because they know, just instantly. They're required to remember that kind of thing. So, yeah. I'm talking about blood. Why? Somebody wanted to know my blood type, and I'm telling you why it's a good idea to know what your blood type is, because I honestly didn't remember. But I have a card in my wallet that tells me what it is. Because I used to donate blood a lot, but I can't stand the sight of blood, so I stopped. Actually, I have donated a few times, but it was when there were a few people who were in my neighborhood who actually did need blood in a pinch, so I was like, you know what, why not? But still, I can't stand the sight of blood. Every time I donate blood, I set records within that facility of how fast the blood transfers, just because my heart pounds too fast. In fact, that's actually a bad thing. But yeah, so I don't donate blood that much. If it's an emergency, sure, but I just don't go out of my way to do it anymore. Does my hand hurt when streaming this long? No, because it's just a 3DS. I'm holding the 3DS in both hands, and they're flat on my desk, so no way that they could get hurt. Why does everyone ignore blood type C? Well, that's the first I've heard about it. I've heard of A, B, and O. I've never heard of C before. Is this Sun Moon? No, this is OmegaRuby Alpha Sapphire, as it says in the title of the video. How's the flood? Flood is nowhere close to me. What shiny do I hate the most? Well, I don't know. The ones that I don't like are the ones that look too close to the original, that they don't look different enough. Like, especially, the example I give is Gible, that line. Gible, Gabite, Garchomp. They look way similar to the originals. It's very hard to tell that they're shiny unless they actually sparkle, or unless you know just instantly what a shiny looks like. How far am I from Houston? I won't say exactly how far, but I'm far enough away that the flood doesn't affect me. Do I like shiny Greninja? Okay, I can't say that. I like shiny Greninja. I think the black looks really good on it. Do I like shiny Kyogre? I guess. It's a bummer I can't get it in these games. It's locked. You can get it in previous generations, but you can't get it in this. That or shiny Groudon or Rayquaza. Do I watch Jake Paul? Nope. I do not. Oh, awesome, Jeremiah. I hope you enjoy it when it eventually arrives. Do I like Skul? I've never liked Skul, if I were to be completely honest. I didn't cheat to shiny Trico, it's 100% legitimate. If you reset your game enough times, eventually you'll get a shiny. It has just as much of a chance as anything else. I have the video proof if you want it. It's on my channel, look it up, shiny Trico. Voila. No, shiny Bulbasaur you can tell the difference because at least it looks different, the colors are different. I'm talking about the ones that are so close, they're almost identical. Please don't type in all caps, everyone. My mods will time you out. It's not me, it's my mods. You really don't want to cross my mods. I may be forgiving, but the mods are not as forgiving as I am. Do I know Russo? Doesn't ring a bell. My first ever Pokemon card, a first edition Charmander from base set. Honestly, it's one of the few cards I actually want to have again. I wrecked that card so bad back in the day. I took it with me everywhere. Okay, Jayhanpi, that might be considered racist. Also, we're up to 100 people watching again. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoy. Hopefully we can find a shiny today just for you guys. That would be awesome. The first movie I ever watched? I don't know. I could tell you the first movie I saw in theaters. It was The Lion King in 1994. I was 2. But, like, I saw plenty of films before that, especially, like, kids' shows and stuff like that. My parents were perfectly okay with showing me all sorts of stuff. Age appropriate, of course, but I could not tell you what my first movie was. And even if I could, I was too young to remember what it was anyway. Yeah, Kyle saw my Splatoon video. Didn't you see the comment that he left? Sorry, Mystical. It's all in a playlist on iTunes, and it's just going through random order, so not much we could really do about that. The best movie I've ever watched? Well, I would consider that to be Star Wars, Episode 4, A New Hope, the original one. I do consider that to be the best film ever made. My favorite film is Frozen. With I'm going to actually call Zootopia a tie with it. But the one I consider the best is Star Wars. I'm not looking for new moderators, so yeah. Have I seen Baby Driver? Nope. My least favorite Star Wars. Oh man, so hard to say. I love all the Star Wars films, I really do. Even like The Phantom Menace, which everyone seems to absolutely hate. I love it. Honestly, that felt more like a Star Wars film to me than the other 2 prequels did. What's my least favorite though? I don't know. For a while I thought it was Rogue One. It might still be Rogue One, honestly. Not to say I hate it. I love all the Star Wars films. Opinion on Jar Jar Binks. See, I don't hate Jar Jar. The thing was, I was 7 when The Phantom Menace came out, and I loved him. I thought he was hilarious. So it's hard for me as an adult to look at him and say objectively, I hate him, just because it's expected of me too. I loved him as a kid. I don't exactly love him now, but I don't hate him now. I just think he, you know, my logic is there's bound to be creatures like that in Star Wars, and these 2 Jedi just got unlucky enough to be stuck with one of them for a full movie. That's logical to me. To me, like, that just makes sense that it is, like, that would happen in Star Wars. So, yeah, I mean, you can hate me for that by saying I don't hate Jar Jar, but that's my honest opinion about him. My least favorite starter, oh, my favorite starter is Snivy. Yep, Skul does have almost 6,000 encounters. We're almost there. I think 6192. Hold on. I'm going to look this up actually. Hold on. Okay, 4096 plus 50%. We'll be 50% above odds at 6144 encounters, which is still, you know, 150 encounters from now, but still. We're almost 50% above odds. Pokemon Master, that could be a fun theory, except it's just flat out not true. The novel clearly states that Kylo Ren is the one who turned it on. My favorite Gen 3 Pokemon? Latias. My favorite scene from the original Star Wars? There's so many good things from that. Probably Luke looking over the twin sunsets. It's just so iconic and so beautiful. Do I know anyone who doesn't watch Star Wars? I know a few people who, like, don't watch them as religiously as I do. Like, people who've seen the Star Wars and they just thought it wasn't for them. And to them, I'm like, okay, fine. You know, you like what you like, I like what I like. How many tries did it take for the Trico? 700 something. The highlight is on my channel if you want to see it. Will I be getting Battlefront 2? You betcha I will. I'm looking forward to that game so much. And this is someone who loved the first game. I mean, everyone, like, it wasn't big enough, it wasn't full enough. You could, like, for me it was perfectly fine. So I'm looking forward to Battlefront 2 because they're giving us a whole lot more. My least favorite starter, Chimchar. I'm not a fan of monkeys. Would I record it? I'm hoping to make a series or two about it. So, yeah. I guess we'll see. Do my siblings like video games? Not... Well, my sister for sure doesn't. My brother does, but he's very selective with what he plays. He and I have very different interests. Yeah, Dreamweaver, I know. I'm friends with some of them. Am I excited for Gold and Silver on Virtual Console? Probably not as much as other people, just because I just finished playing Silver version on an actual cartridge on my GameCube. So it's hard for me to get excited for the re-release of a game that I just finished playing not that long ago. Like, literally this month, I just beat Red. So, yeah, I'm sorry if that's not the answer you were hoping for, but that's the truth. I'm excited that it's happening. I'm excited for all the people who do get to play it, most of them for the first time, but I am not one of those people. I've already just finished it on the actual thing, not on an emulator, so yeah. Do I like Splat Chargers? I'm not the biggest fan. Kyle is. He loves the squiffy. Hi, Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Can I name all my other Pokemon games? Yeah, I can name all the games I have. I have Yellow. I have the Japanese Green, which you could count. You cannot count, up to you. I have Gold and Silver. I have Sapphire, Heart Gold. I'm sorry, Soul Silver, not Heart Gold. I have White, XY, OmegaRuby, Sun and Moon. So altogether, I think I have, what, 12 games? I don't even have half of all the Pokemon games. I'm missing most from Gen 3 and Gen 4. I really want to get those, but it's so hard to get non-fakes these days. So whenever I get them, I want to buy them like in person at a store somewhere where I can make sure on the spot that they're real. And my retro game store doesn't sell them. My biggest chance would be at the Houston Arcade Expo this October, but I'm already investing in an NES and hopefully a Super NES at that point. So I just won't have that much extra money to buy Pokemon games, as much as I would like to. Another thing is I would also like to get the games complete in box if possible, because I want to display the boxes. And you can't exactly buy the boxes separately these days, so you have to get it complete in box. So if I see a copy of Pokemon Red, but it's just a cartridge, I'd be less inclined to get it than if there was a copy of Pokemon Red complete in box, even if that is twice as expensive. Oh, here we go. We got 6,000 encounters. We'll see if this is the magic number to get us that shiny. No, it's not. That would have been awesome, though. I could use a shiny Poochyena. That would have been awesome. We're 6,000 encounters deep. Still going strong, though. Hopefully we'll get that shiny this stream. But yeah, I'm already getting an NES and a Super NES, and hopefully Metroid games for both of them. That already is like $250. Pokemon games, I mean, they're not as cheap as other Game Boy games. Red and Blue, those go for 30 bucks. Crystal goes for 50. It's ridiculous. All the Gen 3 games, as long as they're real, can get fairly cheap, but they need to be real is the thing. They're easily copied. They're easily faked. They are the most faked video games in history, the Pokemon games. So, yeah, I hope you understand my point in all that. Is it's easier to get the new games because they're not faked, and plus, I bought most of them new anyway. It's harder to get the old games, especially complete in box, but also real copies of them that aren't faked. So, yeah, that's why I don't have most of the older games. Even though I love those older games, I do want a complete Pokemon collection someday. Not just the main series games. I want copies of all the spin-off games as well, if possible. It's just my priorities are kind of elsewhere, in all honesty. Oh, Jack, I got my copy of Pokemon Stadium for 15 bucks. Like 1.5. So, yeah, you can definitely get it for cheaper. Unless that was complete in box, in which case that's probably a fair price. How much do I spend on retro games a month? Well, my budget on retro games is $20 a month, and of that, with that, I'm able to get like 4 or 5 N64 games every month, usually. If I don't, then I use it also on other consoles that I currently have, like Genesis games, PlayStation 1 games, Atari 2600 games. So, yeah, 20 bucks a month for retro stuff. Switch games, it's not a budget. It's whatever comes out, I get. I do have ways of making it cheaper. I do have Best Buy GCU, I do have Amazon Prime. Some of them I just flat out wait for the price to get a little cheaper on eBay, etc. But I do have ways of making sure that I save money on that. Retro games, it's 20 bucks a month. Houston Arcade Expo, I'm going to give myself a budget of $250. That should be enough to get me an NES and a Super NES and the Metroid games for both of them, which is all I really want at this point. But if I can get them for a little cheaper, then I'll consider spending the whatever's left over on Pokemon games to help fill out my collection a little bit. I guess we'll see. Have I played any Final Fantasy games? I have Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation, and it's really, really fun. I'm addicted to it. Do I collect Pokemon cards? Not anymore. Who did I get a Skype message from? That's actually from my artist, Calico Pikachu. She and I are working on a really nice secret project that I hope you guys will check out in the future. It will be on my channel. When you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's what we're talking about right now, is a secret project. Latios and Latias are sister and brother. Well, in the movie they are, but what the movie didn't tell you is there's more than one Latios and Latias. And, you know, at any given point, there's multiples of them. So, just because they were brother and sister in the movie, that doesn't mean that every single Latios is a brother to every single Latias. Was the best Pokemon I've ever gotten? Well, I guess that depends. That's a matter of opinion, isn't it? Later, AC, thanks for being in here. How many resets is the average shiny? My average shiny is like not this much, I'll tell you that. I've never been this high above odds before. Thanks, Dinky Kang. Appreciate it. You don't have to type in all caps, though. I can see all your messages just fine. Mew or Mewtwo? I like Mew more. It's cute. It's adorable. My favorite Pokemon is Helioptile. That's why it's my channel mascot. Try a different patch of grass. It won't make my odds any different. My odds are exactly the same on this route no matter where I am, no matter what I do. The only thing I can do differently is Dex Nav, which takes 4 times as long anyway, and I can only search for Pokemon I've already caught. I want a bigger assortment if possible. Gardevoir, a Gallade. I love Gardevoir more because it's a girl. Well, I mean, it's also a boy, but it can be a girl. In my headcanon, like, they meant to make Gallade part of the game, but they hadn't exactly figured out how to split girls and boys yet. But they wanted to keep Ralts and Curly in there, so... long story short, I just try and pretend that all Gardevoir are girls. It's not exactly how it works, but that's what I like to think. I don't think any Pokemon is overrated. I think if people like a Pokemon, they should keep liking that Pokemon no matter what, even if it is a rather popular Pokemon. That's what I think. No, Gardevoir can be boys. The way it works is... Curlia, if it's a girl, can evolve only into Gardevoir. If it's a boy, it can evolve into either Gardevoir or Gallade, but only girl Curlia can be used with a stone to evolve into Gallade. Which I realize didn't make any sense whatsoever as I said it, but oh well. Least favorite animal? Monkeys. I'm not a fan of monkeys. I think they remind me too much of idiots I know. Anyway. Okay, no shiny. Actually, guys, I'm going to take a quick break here. I'm not going to shut down the stream. I'm just going to pause. I'm going to go to a different screen real quick. This one, as a matter of fact. And when I'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Sit tight. Okay, I am back, and let's continue on. Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Let's see, the Chibi Robo. I believe the Chibi Robo amiibo is like life size. I think that was one of the big points about it, is they try to make it as close to the real size as possible. So it's not that big. I'd say like it's the size of a battery if you stood it on end, but probably a little bigger than that. Anyway, do I have a PS4? Yes, I do. I have a PS4 Slim. Actually, I have quite a few games for it as well. I think I have more games on that than I do any other system, any other non-Nintendo system I have. It's pretty close. I have 8 games currently on the PS4. Probably half of them are limited run games, but whatever. I have 3 games on Xbox One. I have several PC games, but only have the box for one of them, Overwatch. I have 5 Genesis games. Oops, one too far. I have Sonic, Sonic 2, Lion King, Final Fantasy, or Phantasy Star 4. Phantasy Star 4, there we go. And Toy Story. I have 3 PlayStation games, a few Wii games, a few Wii U games, a few PlayStation 2 games, and a few Xbox 360 games. Oops, the other way. There we go. Then, of course, I have 25 Switch games and 71 Nintendo 64 games. So I have a lot. But yeah, I have 8 PS4 games, and I have several more on order. So, yeah. Do I like Heliolisk? Yeah, I think it's okay. I didn't like it at first, but it's grown on me, and now I think it looks adorable. What would I do if I woke up and there were Pokemon anywhere? I'd run and see if I can't find Pokeballs to catch them in, because I'm not missing out on that. What consoles do I want the most? Currently, the consoles I want the most are the NES and Super NES. Beyond that, I actually kind of want an Atari Jaguar. I mean, I know that the games on it aren't very good, but the console itself looks awesome, and I would love to have one. I think my most wanted console is actually the Atari Jaguar CD, but those things are expensive. Like, I'm talking like $800 to $1,000 expensive if you want one that's guaranteed to work. Where was my Switch Sunday? If you were following me on Twitter, then you'll see that Saturday I was struggling with my computer just to get it to work again, because I accidentally deleted the processor driver for it. Anyway, by the time it was finally all done, it was like 9 or 10 p.m. and we were just not in the mood to record Switch Sundays. It will come back beginning next week. We already have the game planned out. We're probably going to record the next 3 or 4 episodes all in a row. So, yeah. But that's why it wasn't there this week, because my computer was acting up. And by the time I got it fixed, it was too late to record. My opinion on VR, I loved VR the one time I tried it out. I tried out the HVC Vive at my local mall maybe a month or 2 ago, and I had a blast with it. But I don't like watching other people play it. It's not entertaining. It's one of those things you really do need to do yourself in order for it to be fun. Yeah, have I ever encountered a legendary Pokemon but only had regular Pokeballs? Nothing ever happened to me. I've always been prepared. Plus, by that time late in the game, when you get to legendary Pokemon, I already have like so many Ultra Balls anyway. So, yeah. Do I want VR for the Switch? I don't know. I think VR on the Switch would actually cost more than the Switch itself. I mean, a PlayStation VR is already like $500. It's hard to see Nintendo saying, "Yeah, we'll put VR on the Switch. It'll only cost like $400 or $500," even though you already paid $300 for the Switch itself. What will I do when I get the shiny? Well, I guess we'll find out together. Would I rather be a bounty hunter or a smuggler? I'd probably be a bounty hunter. Pays more. Well, just because there's VR coding in the Switch doesn't mean they'll use it. I mean, the Wii U had coding to use 2 gamepads in a single game. There was never a game that supported that. So, but I mean, I rest my case. What's the latest I've ever stayed up? I've stayed up all night multiple times. I'm at the age now where I can do that. It's not fun, but I can do it if I need to, and I have needed to several times. What would I do if crime was legal? I'd probably go to somewhere where it's not legal. Brian, it looks like Grumpy Cat. Which would I buy first, Mario Rabbids or Pokemon? Pokemon all day, every day. I would get that over any other game to ever come out. Seriously. Pokemon wins every time. What would I do if I knocked out a shiny? I would be sad, and then I'd have to start all over, because my rule is I need to catch a shiny on every single route before I can continue on. If I fail to catch it, I have to start over on that route. Jawas or Ewoks? Houdini! There, that's my answer. RIP earphone users. Killed a shiny Latios once? Oh, I'm so sorry. Am I going to make a Pokemon video that's not a ShinyLocke? I've made several Pokemon videos. Like, all throughout the history of my channel, I've made tons of Pokemon videos. In fact, just 2 weeks ago I made a Pokemon video. My Pokemon Green video. Have you seen it? My favorite held item. Ooh, good question. I don't know. I think citrus berry comes in very handy. Ooh, I love this remix. This is fun. Honestly, like, the black and white credits music, I think is the best credits music ever to come from Pokemon games. It's not like a reminiscent, you've played a great game, here is the end song. It's very much, oh, you thought that was the end, it's only the beginning. Listen to this and I'll prove it to you. Yeah, Brock and Misty are coming back to the anime. Don't get your hopes up too much, people. It is the Sun and Moon anime we're talking about here. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I'm still in this patch of grass. Not much I can do about that until I actually get the shiny. Daniels, just go to my channel, look up Shiny Trico, and it should be there. Should be the first result. Netflix or Hulu? Netflix. Because Hulu, it's stupid that you pay for it, but you still get ads. At least with Netflix, you don't get ads. What's the difference between a premium t-shirt and a regular t-shirt? I think the quality of them is a little different. The regular t-shirts, the premium t-shirts are made of a bit thicker, better material, and the logo or the design won't fade as quickly. I think that's the difference. I'll finish this game by next year, if I'm lucky. Already my shirt has sold, the shirt has sold 21. That's amazing. Ignore that. But yeah, 21 shirts have sold, which is absolutely astonishing. Thanks so much, guys, for that. Do I own any pets? I have a pet cat named Alex, and he is orange and very, very fat. Zaku, I've given it a chance. It's just too different from the rest of the Pokemon anime for me to enjoy. My favorite first-gen starter, Charmander. Do I own a plushie? I own several plushies. I have a life-size Poplio, I have a life-size Charmander, I have my Zippy, which is a Helioptile plush. I have a few other plushes that fans have sent me over the years that I have. Yeah, I have plenty. If you want to see Zippy, she's in several of my videos. If you want to see my Poplio, I made a video dedicated to that. And if you want to see my Charmander, it's in my California vlog from last year. Oh, awesome, Zekin. I hope you enjoy it when it arrives. I'm not insulting my cat, Kevin. When we got him, he weighed 20 pounds. That's not insulting. That's a fact that he's very, very fat. Hi, Sharks and stuff. Thanks for stopping by. No, Brian, it's still Grumpy Cat. Oh, hi, Jangos. Nice to see you here. Look, everyone, it's Jango Fett. It's not Jango Fett. It's a joke. I didn't rename him. His name was Alex when we got him. We had the option to rename him, but I don't think that's fair to rename a cat that's gone by the name of Alex his whole life. The other Pokemon I have is a shiny Zigzagoon named Lucky, but it's only level 3, so I don't feel comfortable putting it out front. Have I found the large Eevee plush? Nope. No, I know that they do sell the life-size Eevee and Eeveelutions plushes, but those are expensive. Heck, I want my life-size Primarina. That's also expensive. But computer parts are more important right now. Once I get this processor, I can buy the rest of everything I need out of pocket and build a proper gaming PC. So, yeah. Yeah, the video was a year ago. Oh my goodness, Lily just donated $5. Love your channel, Skul. Hype in the chat, everybody. Okay, I need to manually update this. We're up to 144 out of a $300 goal. i7 processor, and there it goes up on screen. Thank you so much, Lily. That was very generous of you. Look at that. We're 48% of the way to our goal. We're so very close to the halfway mark. Thank you so much. Oh, man. You the real MVP. Is it bad you like Bulbasaur as your favorite? No, not at all. I mean, if you like Bulbasaur, that's good. If you like Squirtle, that's good. If you like Charmander, that's good. You keep liking what you like. That's the beauty about Pokemon. There's so many Pokemon for you to like. Then whatever you do like, it's never a bad thing. Seriously. Chocolate coconut. Why would you think you donated $5? Also, please don't type in all caps, everyone. Thank you. Also, I've mentioned it last stream, but I haven't mentioned it anywhere else yet. I am planning on doing a Pokemon-a-thon in December for charity, where I play the biggest version of each of the generations, 12 hours a day non-stop until I beat every single one of those games. So again, that'll be in Houston, and it will be a charity marathon stream. So I hope that you check that out when that happens. I know, Michael. It is already on stream. I've already updated it and everything. Opinions on Trubbish? I think Trubbish is actually a little bit adorable. I'm not a fan of Garbodor, but I think Trubbish is okay. Can we play We Speak No Americano in the background? No. I'm only playing Glitch X City songs. When I get the shiny, I do have a song all queued up, but otherwise, no. Wait, what's in Houston? Right now, about 50 inches of water. I don't know what else you're talking about otherwise. Okay, remember, 50% over odds is 6144, which, barring we don't get the shiny, we will hit today, as my goal for today is 6,200 encounters. Later, Katie. Thanks for being here as long as you were. Yes, Crimson, it is. Oh, if you want to make fan art, Jeremiah, then please feel free. I welcome anything that you guys make for me and for my channel. It really means a lot. When's the Houston fan thing? What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about, to be frank. I'm going to the Houston Arcade Expo in October, but that's not a fan thing. Oh, awesome, DJ. I hope you enjoy it when you get it. When it arrives. Next stream, 1v1 Splat Charger. I don't 1v1 anything in Splatoon just because I'm not very good at it. Plus, I'm unable to stream Splatoon right now because I don't have a powerful enough PC. That's why I'm saving up for that processor. That's the last big component I need for a proper gaming PC. Once I get the gaming PC, then sure, I'll be more than happy to not 1v1. I'll be more than happy to stream Splatoon. But until I do, not even worth discussing, because my computer is barely powerful enough to even stream this. Now, my favorite Gen 4 Pokemon is Skyform Shaman. What shiny do I want to get? Either Poochyena or Wingull, but if it's also Zigzagoon, I'll take that. I just don't want one because I already have one. But I'll take it if it is. You may be going to the Arcade Expo. That would be awesome. I will be going, I will be vlogging. I'm mostly going with the 501st Legion, though, so as a Stormtrooper. When I get my computer, can I do sub notifications? What do you mean by that, Vixini? I don't understand. Oh, you mean whenever somebody subscribes, will I post it on screen? Probably. I don't see why not. It'll be able to handle it, so sure. My least favorite Pokemon is Garbodor, or Charizard X or Y. I like X a little more, but I like both of them. I think they're both really well done. Later, Yu-Gi-Oh! Thanks for being in here. What if you just unsubbed and resubbed? I'm pretty sure it's smart enough to know if you've done that, so it won't play the notification. Do I play Overwatch? I do, but it's the PC version, and I can play it, but it's like 144p, 7 frames a second. It's really bad. That's another reason why I'm getting a gaming PC, so I'll be able to play all sorts of PC games in higher quality for you guys. My favorite amiibo is Mega Yarn Yoshi. Why didn't they put out Pokemon Z? Because they didn't need to. X and Y was perfectly fine as it was. It's okay, it's a Gossi, I understand. Do I play Roblox? No, I do not. I don't play Roblox either. Do I know about Miiverse getting discontinued? Yes, yes I do. And I already know what my final post is going to be. It's going to be, thanks Nintendo. I think it's appropriate. Later, Master Torch. Zach, the shiny I would choose on this route would actually be Wingull, because I need a flyer, but I'll be happy with anything. Oh, I appreciate it, Lily. Thank you. You really don't have to do that, but I do appreciate it if you do end up doing that. Speaking of, just remembered, need to check something. Okay, yeah, just checked that. It's all good. Okay. Remember the person who donated $100 last stream? It went straight to my Streamlabs account, and I just now checked to see if it had gone through. It had gone through, so that $100 was legitimate. So I'm still shocked by that. They donated $50 and then said, "Wait, I'm not done," and donated donated another 50. So 100 altogether. I'm still shocked by that. So yeah, 100% legitimate. Why do I do random encounters instead of normal shiny methods? The only other shiny method I could do this early on is dex navving, and random encounters is actually a little faster. So that's why. Whoop. Must have hit the X button by accident. You can't play Splatoon 2 with motion controls. Well, if you can't, then that's fine. I'm the kind of person who I can't play it without motion controls. Everyone's different, which I think is fine, the way it is. He said he would donate another 50 if I got the shiny. Well, I didn't get the shiny then, and I haven't gotten the shiny now, so yeah. How much over odds are we? We're about 50 encounters shy of being halfway to odds all over again. So that tells you how bad our luck has been so far. Is there an item that makes random encounters more common? Yeah, but you don't get it until after you've beaten the Elite Four. Am I in the USA? No, I'm in Texas. Yes, I'm in the USA. I am in Texas, though. Do I have a favorite DS game? Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Easy. Well, Texas was a country at one point. Do I have Animal Crossing New Leaf? Nope. What's the biggest state in America? Alaska. To put that in context, Texas is the second biggest, and you can fit 2.5 Texases inside of Alaska. So Alaska is easily the largest state. What are my thoughts on Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon? I'm excited for them. I'm kind of glad we don't know what they're about yet. They spoiled us with Sun and Moon by dumping all that information on us, like new stuff every month practically. I'm glad they're not doing that with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Well, ironically, Rhode Island, the smallest state, does have a larger population than Alaska, the biggest state, so that's something to think about. Oh, that's fine, Challenges. Whenever it does start working again, feel free to send me the invite. Trust me, you've earned it. Say, woo me for shiny. Okay, woo me for shiny. Did it work? No? Okay. I don't... Chocolate, coconut, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Yes, like, it's a fact. Alaska's 2.5 times as large as Texas. That's not up for debate. Why is Hawaii a state? Because they wanted to become a state in the 50s, and we said sure. So, yeah. Alaska's mostly icy deadlands. No, it's mostly tundra, which is not dead. It's just a type of terrain. Oh, it's not 663 square miles. I think Houston is larger than that. Yeah, 1,000. There you go. You forgot the 1,000 in Alaska. Thoughts on Metroid Prime 4 Samus Returns? I'm looking forward to both, and it took those people at Nintendo long enough to make them. People have died believing that Metroid Prime 4 would never come about. That's how long it took for them to make it. And we still got another year, probably 2, before it actually does come out. Well, that should be the next Breath of the Wild, and we won't actually get it till 2021. Yeah, that's how long Breath of the Wild took between announcement and release. I don't know. Well, I'm really looking forward to Metroid Prime 4, and this is coming from someone who's never played a Metroid game in his life before. I really am so thrilled Nintendo's listening to their fans, and they said, okay, we'll make Metroid Prime 4. Now the hard part, making it a good game. How do you donate? There's 2 ways. You can either use the Super Chat button, which is the $ underneath the chat, or you can use the link in the description. They both go to the same place. It's the link in the description uses PayPal. If you use Super Chat, you have to use a credit card. That's the only difference. Did I know Atlanta backwards is... No, I didn't know. Well, I think I did know that, actually. Someone sent it to me earlier. Whatever. First, last. I will still time you out if you do something like that. Just a fair warning. What am I doing? I'm shiny hunting. Later, Michael. Thanks for being in here. I think you would know that better than I would, Blind Smoker. When can I run before sending out the Pokemon? Never. Never. It's been a thing since the dawn of Pokemon time. You have to send out your Pokemon before you're allowed to run. How do you send fan art to me? You can either send it to my Twitter, which is probably the easiest way, or you can send it to my email, which is my YouTube name at gmail.com. Favorite Alolan form? Sandshrew. It's adorbs. Well, so is Vulpix, but I like Sandshrew just a tiny bit more. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mewtwo raids are already out. What do I want? Ultra Sun, Ultraman? The biggest thing I want is Alolan forms of non-Kanto Pokemon, like Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos. All we have so far are Alolan forms of Kanto Pokemon, and I want more. Like Alolan, say, just off the top of my head, Alolan Sneasel, or Alolan Pichu, and or Plusle and Minun, or Alolan, I don't know, you get the idea. Nicholas, ShinyLocke is, I'm playing through Pokemon OmegaRuby. The game itself is not altered. I just have some self-imposed rules. The two big ones are, I can only catch shinies and use them in the game, and I cannot progress in the game until I catch a shiny on the current area. So I can't go to Route 104 until I catch a shiny here on Route 103. And as you can see, I have now been on Route 103 for 6,100 encounters. And I haven't gotten a shiny yet. Honestly, I doubt we'll see any literal new Pokemon in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It's in the same generation. We don't get new Pokemon in the middle of a generation. It just doesn't happen. So the odds of us getting new evolutions, it would have to be a very, very new precedent in order for that to happen. Which I don't see happening. My least favorite Pokemon is Garbodor. I'm still going to 6,200 encounters today. Remember, 6144 will be halfway to odds all over again. Why only 47 hours left on the fund? Because I made the date of the end of the fund August 31, so the end of the month. But really, it's just going to be open as long as the money hasn't been met yet. So if we don't get the money by the end of the month, which we most likely won't, then I'll just push it back to the end of September instead. Do towns with grass and water still count? Yep! I don't think there's any towns with grass, but there's a few with water, but those won't count until I get my rods. And luckily, chain fishing does not take long at all. So, yeah. Yeah, $6 more until I'm halfway, so if anyone wants to donate $6, you'll push us to the halfway point. Favorite Pokemon from Sun and Moon? Salazzle. Salazzle is the best. And it's not the pheromone stalking. Yeah, DJ, I saw every single Team V-Rush design that was submitted. I just had to pick one, and it was a difficult decision in the end. But I really do appreciate everyone who submitted a design. It was all amazing. I really wish that every one of them could have been on a shirt, but it was a difficult decision to make. I really hope to showcase the rest of them some other time in some way, because they were all really well done. My favorite music from Nintendo? Anything from Pokemon. What regular form Pokemon do I prefer over the shiny? I'd say most of the Pokemon I actually prefer the regular form, honestly. Favorite Pokemon from each region. Gen 1, Nidoqueen. Gen 2, Bayleaf. Gen 3, Latios. Gen 4, Shaman, Skyform. Gen 5, Samurott. Gen 6, Helioptile. And Gen 7, Salazzle. So I got my graphics card. Which one? I raised the money for it, but I haven't gotten one yet. I will be getting the GTX 1070 at the beginning of next month. Neon, that's not exactly how it works. What you're describing is using the DexNav method. which is not what I'm doing here. I'm just doing random encounters. Bye to everyone who's leaving. Thanks for being in here for as long as you were. Why is this keyboard not cooperating right now? Very odd. Oh, hi, Jalanjala. I've been bluffing this whole time that I've had mods. So I really need you to stay here. How much is the capture card in general? Well, it depends on what you're going after. My Elgato, which I use for practically anything other than my 3DS and my computer itself, cost me about $100. If you want one that does 60 frames a second, it's about 150 roughly. It depends. But yeah, that's how much my Elgato cost. This 3DS with the modified capture board on it cost $500, and they go for $600 now. If you just want to capture your computer screen, there's all sorts of programs that can do that for free. What's the Flying Grass Gen... are you talking about Tropius? It's Gen 3, not Gen 4, but yeah. Do I play Undertale? Not particularly. I played it once, got all the way to Undyne, got stuck, couldn't be bothered to continue. Okay, Swagster, what is it you want to tell me? What's a good free editing program? I don't know. I use Sony Vegas, and that was also $600. Worth the price. But yeah, I couldn't tell you what's good that's free. I used Windows Movie Maker forever, and I don't really recommend that. It's not that good. No, I don't know how to beat Undyne, because I got stuck on Undyne, like I just said. Well, Fraps is good for capturing video, but it's not good for editing video. That's what I use to capture my video screen. I do use Fraps for when I record stuff, but editing I use Sony Vegas. What shiny am I hoping for? Poochyena or Wingull, but if it's a Zigzagoon, I'll be okay with that too. I do have Undertale coming on the PS4 later this year, maybe early next year, depending on when they ship it. So maybe I'll stream it then, and we'll see what you guys have to say about it. Can't promise anything. Honestly, Undertale didn't really feel like my kind of game. I much prefer Nintendo games, just overall. Was my run genocide or pacifist? It was neutral. I killed the first few enemies before I remembered not to. Really, I should have just restarted the game at that point, but I didn't. It's all fine. Think I'll get a shiny at 6130? I guess we'll see. What about a ShinyLocke in Gen 2? Haha, no, I'm never going to do that. Honestly, this is probably the only ShinyLocke I'll ever do. Really, the reason I'm doing this at all is because I needed to reset the game anyway to shiny hunt for all the legendaries. There's like a dozen legendaries that I can get as shinies, but I already found them as non-shinies, so I needed to reset the game. And I figure if I'm doing that, may as well make it into a ShinyLocke, because why not? I'm not going to do that for Gold and Silver because there's no point. There's not that many special Pokemon, and plus you can't transfer them up anyway. Gen 2's as far as those go. At least with Gen 3 and on, you can properly transfer those Pokemon up to the most current games. Got a lot more people showing up for some reason. Hi everyone. Do I have Pokemon Bank? Yes, I do. Yeah, Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza are shiny locked in Oris, as well as Deoxys and Cosplay Pikachu. All the other Pokemon can be shiny, though. Including all the legendaries, including Latios and Latios, even the ones that you get with the Eon ticket. And my zodiac sign, I think, is Gemini. I don't really pay attention to that, though. How long did it take for me to get the Trico? I don't know. A few days. 700 encounters, whatever that was. Pika! Oh, come on, Dreamweaver. It can't be that bad. Excuse me. Shiny will be at 6135. Well, I guess we'll see, because that's the very next one. You hope this is short? Don't get your hopes up. Yeah, it might take years. I'm fully expecting it to actually take years. No shiny. We're back up to 100 people watching. Thanks, guys. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Maybe we'll even find a shiny just for you. Have I played Magikarp Jump? Yeah, I played it a little bit. Wasn't the biggest fan of it, though. It wasn't as addicting as Pokemon Go. Poor Joe Merrick. He has to grind that game in order to keep on top of all the stuff for Cerebi. Haven't we been on this route for months? Yep, we sure have. Shiny Poochyena, I'm pretty sure is a gold color. Goldish yellow. Maybe we'll even find one so I can show you. Why do I insist on streaming at this time? Because this is mid-afternoon for me. A gold silver crystal, there are 2 regions. Yep! Johto, and you can explore Kanto after you beat the Elite Four. Am I playing on a new 3DS or just a DS? I'm playing on a 3DS XL, not a new one. At the time I got this, as I recall, the new 3DS had been out, but they hadn't yet figured out how to modify it to include a capture card. They have since then, but it's even more expensive. So I guess it just depends, you know, just how much does that extra image quality really mean to you? The extra frame rate, the extra quicker loading times. How much does that really matter in the long run? But like I said, when I got this, this was the only option. Yeah, it's midnight in England. That makes sense to me. It's about 6:45 in the afternoon for me. Capture card, what's that? It's well, in this case, it's a modified 3DS that has an extra bit of hardware inside that allows for me to take the video from the 3DS onto my computer so I can stream it for you guys. In most terms, it's just, it allows for you to capture the video and audio of video game systems and record it onto your computer. That's what a capture device is. Do I watch the Food Network? It depends on how I'm feeling. I don't watch TV that much in general, but if I'm on the Food Network and there's something interesting, I'll watch it. I love Man vs. Food. That's a really fun show to watch. Makes me hungry, though. What shinies do I have? In this game, Trico and Zigzagoon. My Y version is my hub for all of my shinies, though, that aren't in this game. I have about 150. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, guys. 6144 was the 50% mark. That means we are now officially 150% of the way to odds. That means we are over odds and halfway to getting odds all over again. That's how long this has taken. And I will be going to 6,200 encounters today. How does an Elgato work? It's a little box. You plug your game console into one end, and the other continues on, and you can plug it into your TV, and then there's another cord that you plug into your computer. That's how an Elgato works. Think about it this way. You know there's a lot of devices where you have to plug it into a wall, but first you have to plug it into a box that holds all of that power? Well, consider the Elgato to work like that. You have to plug your device into the Elgato, and then the Elgato into your TV. And then also into your computer. What are my chances of getting a shiny right now? The odds are 1 in 4,096. Every single one of these Pokemon I have seen in the past 6,149 encounters have had the exact same odds, and none of them has been a shiny yet. Are you kidding? Hurricane Harvey is over me right now. I'm getting poured with rain. Which is no big deal. I can handle the rain. Flooding's not an issue either. Have I been to Disney World? Emma, do you watch my videos? I just went to Disney World this June and I posted vlogs about it all the way up. I think my last video on my Disney trip was even just this month. I've been to Disney World several times. In fact, I think this trip was actually my 7th time going to a Disney park in my life. Went once in '96 when I was 4, during Disney World's 25th anniversary. Went to Disneyland right after that. I went to Disney World again in 2007, again on a class trip in 2010, again in 2015 for my second honeymoon, then went to Disneyland last year and Disney World again this year. Yep, that's 7 times I've been to a Disney park. And I'm planning on going again already in 2019 when Star Wars Land opens. No, I don't watch Doctor Who. Swagster, I don't think it's as big of a deal as you're making it out to be. Texas is a huge state. Even though I live in the Houston area, technically I'm about an hour away from Houston. And Houston itself, like, is probably a full hour drive across from one end to the other. So it's not as, like, the rest of Texas is fine. Dallas, which I think is considered the closest city, is still 3 hours away. It's 200 miles away. San Antonio is like 300 miles away. Austin's 250. Texas is huge enough that all of Texas doesn't need to worry about this little hurricane that's hitting just a tiny bit of us. It's no big deal. Below the donation goal, why does it say it has 47 hours to go? Because it lasts until the end of the month, and the end of the month is in 47 hours. Power to control wind and water, or electricity and fire. Don't people already have the power over fire and electricity as it is? I would love to control wind and water. That would be much more fun, much more interesting. We do have mods. They're just a little silent right now, but they are there. They're watching, always watching. Just so you know. How long until Team Beat Rush shirts are gone? September 12th. Yeah, I know I'm close to 200k. You know what? I probably won't even hit 200k until the end of this year, though. And I'm okay with that. Honestly, subscribers, even though it's a really impressive number, it doesn't mean as much to me as video views. And what's the good of having 200,000 subscribers if my videos don't even hit 5,000 views? Some of them don't. Most of them don't. Only my Splatoon videos are what people watch these days. I'm on Team Flight over Invisibility. Do I like seafood? Nope, I do not like seafood. Splatoon or Pokemon? Pokemon. How old am I? I'm 25. Oh, I like this song. Took me a while to figure out what it was, but I really love this song. I love the songs in Pokemon that are calming and soothing and stuff. This is the Gates to Infinity Hazy Pass remix. I really love this. Am I a boy or a girl? Am I a kid or a squid? That's the real question. Will I do a face cam in the ShinyLocke? I'd love to do a face cam, but my computer's incapable of doing that. It's just not powerful enough. That's why I'm saving up for a new one. A gaming PC that'll let me do all that with no problem whatsoever. Let's go up and get this, whatever it is. Remember, if it rustles in the grass, it has a 4 times higher chance of being a shiny, and this is a Wingull. So let's hope this Wingull is a shiny. Nope, no shiny. Now let's hope it's not a level 13. It's not. Okay, we're good. What happened to the Primarina plush Skull? I almost destroyed my PC Saturday, and it made me realize I need a new one, so I decided to save up for PC parts instead. Honestly, the processor's the last thing I need. Well, not the last thing, but everything else I can just buy out of pocket. It's not that big of a deal to me, so. Do I like the game ARMS? Yeah, it's okay. I like Splatoon more, but ARMS has its place. Have you ever played Shovel Knight? Nope, never. The second Pokemon I have is a shiny Zigzagoon. Smash 4 main, Yoshi. I'm really good with Yoshi. You're playing Pokemon Silver. Awesome. Do I have Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle? Nope. My Best Buy is 3 feet underwater, so there's no way for me to get it. And it wouldn't do me any good to order it either because the Houston airports are all shut down. I have a package that was supposed to be here yesterday from Japan. It couldn't get here because there was no way to get it from Cincinnati to Houston. So it's waiting in Cincinnati right now for the Houston airports to open up, so probably later this week. So really, like, there's just no point in ordering Mario Rabbids. I'm just going to wait for Best Buy to open up again, and I'll just get it then. Assuming they, of course, got their shipment. They might not have. It's okay. Yeah, certainly. Levels are the reason why I wouldn't faint them. Because I don't want to get so powerful as to accidentally one-hit knockout a shiny when I find one in the future. My favorite color Joy-Con? I am personally a fan of the blue. Favorite Dark-type Pokemon? Probably Zoroark. What are the worst things the hurricane brought me? The lack of milk in the grocery store. Like, my power has flickered a few times, but every time it's been out and back within a second. That's the worst thing that's actually personally happened to me during this hurricane. It's still raining outside right now. It's been raining nonstop for 4 days. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. Yeah, I have Pokeballs. I have 19 Pokeballs. I have yet to fail a single shiny in my life. I'm not planning on starting now. Mew, I can't do a Splatoon 2 livestream until I build a new PC. Which is why I'm saving up for PC parts right now, as you can see in the top left corner. When I get a new PC, I'll be more than happy to stream Switch games, but I'm incapable of doing it right now with the PC I currently have. Imagine if Amiibo came out while the hurricane's happening. Oh man, I don't want to think about that. Don't scare me like that. Luckily, the only other Amiibo that are coming out right now, I have pre-ordered, and so I won't have to hunt. And the next ones are Samus and Metroid. Those don't come out until mid-next month, so I'm perfectly fine. If I die from Harvey, who gets the channel? I'm not going to die from Harvey. There's absolutely no way that this storm can kill me. Trust me, guys, I'm not worth worrying about. There's a lot of other people who are in way worse situations than I am. Worry about them. Okay, we're down to our last 20 encounters for today. Maybe we'll actually get the shiny during one of these. Remember, we're over halfway to odds all over again. No, I don't have Miitopia. Imagine if Nintendo Direct happened during a hurricane. I mean, technically, there's an Indies showcase yesterday, which is kind of a Nintendo Direct. But I'm fully expecting my internet to still work, and my electricity to still work, and all that stuff. And unfortunately, the Indie Showcase, from what I've heard, it's all going to be games that are only coming to the eShop, which I don't care about for the most part. I want physical Switch games. I think it's great that so many games are being ported to the Switch, and I do have some non-physical games that I think are awesome, but for the most part, I just prefer physical games. And if they're not showing off physical games tomorrow, I'm not interested. I'll just see the highlights later. Okay, Neon, I'm deleting that. That's a spoiler. I don't want for people who haven't beaten the game yet to see that. If it was at exactly 6,200 encounters, I would not complain, I'll tell you that. Didn't see the Wingle until it was too late. Yeah, I know it's been out for over a month, but there's still a lot of people who haven't beaten it yet. So please just don't do spoilers. Whoops. There we go. There. I'm looking forward to seeing it, Zaku. Am I getting the Champions Amiibo when they're coming out? You betcha. I have every single Amiibo, and I'm not planning on ever stopping that. I'm really looking forward to the Champions, especially Mifa. She's my favorite of them. I'm really glad they're making Amiibos of all the Champions. Really, really happy with that. Nope, Brian, it's still Grumpy Cat to me. Why are we talking about Caillou? Will I know back to Smash? English. Does Psychic beat Poison? Yes, it does. In your defense, Brian, it might be the case that I just have to refresh my page in order to see it properly, because it still has the cookies in the cache of the first time that it loaded, which was Grumpy Cat. And since it just sees the name, it doesn't bother to see, ooh, it has the profile picture updated. So it's probably on my end, but I can't refresh my page because it's kind of important that I don't, so yeah. Okay, down to our last 10 encounters. Why does Psychic beat Poison? It makes sense to me, but it's hard to explain. Mind over matter? When's the next ShinyLocke? I don't know. I might stream even tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. I guess we'll just see what happens. It's sad that we're wrapping this up, so right at this point in particular, we just maxed out the most viewers we've had today, 106. To which I say, oh, 111, even higher. Thanks everyone for watching, but this is where I'm going to have to end it at 6,200. With any luck, within the next 6 encounters, we'll get that shiny so that all of you who are here will not have checked in vain. I would really love to end on a really amazing note. How do I get thumbnails for my vids? I make them. Okay, come on, shiny, just come out, wherever you are. Don't be shy. Let's see if that actually worked. I swear if that worked. Nope. Does Zippy have a boy or a girlfriend? Well, she has a crush on Amber my Salazzle, but not strictly girlfriend per se. We got 2 more tries. Come on, Nintendo. Come on, bless this group of 110 people who are in here right now to see if I get a shiny. Come on, Nintendo. Okay, Nintendo, you got one more chance. One more chance for today. 112 people. Most viewers yet. Come on, Nintendo. And here we go. 6,200 and no shiny. Well, that's how this ends, huh? We are more than halfway to odds a second time, and we still don't have a shiny yet. Let's go ahead and save the game. I have put 57 hours into this game, plus a few more for when I was shiny hunting Trico. We put over 60 hours into this game, and we're still stuck here on Route 103. Well, come back next time, and we'll see if our odds are any better. I guess we'll see then. Thanks to Lily for the $5 donation towards the new processor for my gaming PC. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Oh, and be sure to check out that t-shirt and pledge me on TAD if you haven't already. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Well, what are you doing? Go on. Get out of here. I mean, show's over. What, do you expect me to keep talking until...